Tolmount and Buidhe from the A93, about 3 kilometres south of Buidhe. It's a very scenic route but very long, and you'll find plenty of parking at the start, which will cost you £3. So to start the route, simply you'll see a Land Rover track in the car park. Follow this leading through a gate, and unfortunately you'll be travelling along this track for about 3 miles until you reach Loch. You'll have Burn on your left to begin with initially, quite close to you, before you come to a bridge where you'll cross over, and then you'll have a Burn on your right hand side, which will slowly go into the distance slightly. Continue along the main track until you eventually reach the Lodge. Make sure you take the left fork going through the gate and walking through the grounds of the lodge, where you have a stunning view of Loch. The next section is easy enough to follow, following the path that runs adjacent to the loch on the north shore.
So 4.5 miles in, you can see Tolmount in the distance there. We've passed the loch and we're just running against the river. As you can see, it's very boggy. We're currently at 500 metres and it's been fairly flat to this point, but as you can see, it will soon start to go uphill.
Actually, you'll see that it continues to be very boggy and you'll start to go uphill. Slightly to the left you'll see a further burn. There's a couple of poles which will guide you up the hill as you continue through more boggy sections.
So there's the first Munro in front of us, Tolmount, and we'll work our way around to our second Munro. 680 metres high just now, and you can see where I've just come from and had to cross the wee stream here, but it is very boggy. So that's the summit of Tolmount reached. So here's you straight over the summit and you'll pick up this path with some fence posts, and to the left you'll see Buidhe where we're heading, and then we'll be heading back down that way and then all the way around.
Now you need to head back, but a slightly different way, making the journey into a loop. Simply head down the way you came initially, but avoid going back into the bog again. Stay a little higher, heading towards the Cairn of Clasher initially. Eventually, to the right or northwest, you will see the Corricandra. Heading in this direction, but not too close to the edge, you'll pick up a dry stone wall and a defined Land Rover track. Follow this track up to the top as it skirts around the edge to the right. Eventually, you'll follow this and it will bring you all the way back down to the loch where you originally started, crossing over a bridge and then continuing back along the route you took, heading back to the car park.